Well, a big welcome and a big good morning to the United Matters channel viewers, and how we hope you guys are really having fun. How are you and where are you watching us from? Rokan David is my name, as today is the Leny Yoro day at Manchester United, as everything is gonna have to be accomplished, and there are some little steps that are set to be completed today. And when they are completed today, all be well for United to unveil Leny Yoro. And I won't be shocked if at all the unveiling of Leny Yoro happens today. And Mason Greenwood has gone ahead, obviously, be given green light and given all what it takes to obviously go ahead and really make this and really make the medical and fly to Marseille to do the needful. Obviously, there is a Gerard is known as Gerard Braithwaite hint that we are really going to be talking about in here, and that's why we obviously have to come in through and thank the God for the gift of life. The Muslims, barakallahu fikum, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. This is the channel that brings you your United news, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers, and we've just gone ahead to hit 18,000, and we are left with 2,000. So let's obviously walk that huge journey of hitting 20,000 subscribers, and that's why I'm gonna be doing these live videos more regularly, because their penetration is really unmatched, and I'm gonna hate to see it happen. And we are gonna be having limited recordings, but these streams are really gonna be coming in huge numbers. Now, Leny Yoro yesterday fled to Manchester. After flying to Manchester, right, he found himself doing the needful. And what was that needful? It was all about him coming in through to obviously do the first part of the medical, complete it, and the rest is really confirmed and really appreciated. And let's obviously get to where everything started. Very excited that Man United have gone ahead to obviously execute this deal. And after announcing Joshua Zirkzee, that was last week. I think Joshua Zirkzee was announced, was it last week? And this week, it has come to our know that another player is said to be announced in the names of Leny Yoro. I have one of my friends, the early bird that catches the worm, already into the live chat. I'm having John Evans, I'm having Chinaza. Thank you for watching in through, and good morning, my mates. And I think it's really gonna be a heated up situation in here for you, because you guys have already gonna hit obviously coming through. Now, Santi J was the first person to tell us that Leny Yoro has successfully passed his medical at Manchester United. He visited all the club facilities this afternoon. Yoro will sign his contract and officially join the club today morning. And after him, we went ahead obviously get in Fabrizio Romano with his famous "Here we go." Leny Yoro to Manchester United, here we go. Deal in place after the first part of the medical completed. More tests to follow. Then he's ready to sign 5-year deal valid until 2029 with a further option of 1 year. Lille and Man United have all documents set for deal worth 50 million euros plus several add-ons. So there has always gonna have to be a very huge fear that Manchester United might see their deal hijacked, you understand? And that was the fear. But for me, I was 100% sure the moment we really saw him board to come to Manchester United to do medical, because that means he had already tried all options. Because before they went ahead obviously agree this deal on a Tuesday night, because he never trained on Tuesday, that means Leny Yoro was like telling his agent, please talk to Real Madrid and see what offer do they have for us. Can they really meet? You get? Can they really meet? Can they really meet the realistic evaluation for the side? Can they really meet the 62 million euros that Man United have gone ahead to put on the table? And Real Madrid were like, we have 20 to 25 million euros for you. If not, if they don't take that money, the only option we are left for you to join the club of Real Madrid is play until the end of the season, run your contract down, and join us. And that never showed intent that Real Madrid was hugely interested into this guy known as Leny Yoro. And I think that acted as a very huge red flag for Leny Yoro. And I think his agent, George Mendes, sat him down and told him, please, why do you go to a club that doesn't want to pay what Lille wants? That means they are not desperately going in for you. why don't we go in for a club that is really desperately in for you, and we go ahead and obviously do the needful? That was the intent and the level at which these things were obviously done. So that's what we went ahead to happen in the mix. And guess what? Tuesday night, Leny Yoro went ahead to obviously say, if Real Madrid cannot show me that they love me and they need me, why should I go to a team that doesn't want me? It's like a woman having a man who is willing to obviously offer him what she wants, marriage, introduce her officially, usher her into into his friends, and obviously do things that a man is supposed to be doing for a woman. And there is another man who is like, all right, if you feel like you want to love me, you can. If you don't feel like you don't want to love me, don't love me, right? That shows you the intent of this person, that he's not interested in you. We all know that when you fall in love, there is the way love takes you over, right? And Leny Yoro tested the love that Madrid and Manchester United have over him. He weighed it through and he came up with a decision that, all right, we are going to come up and really go to the side known as Manchester United. And that's why he fled in yesterday, underwent a medical. After undergoing a medical, all was done and dusted, and now he is a Red Devil. And that's why we're going to say it's a Leny Yoro day. He came in throughout Manchester United. He conducted the first part of the medical. That means 2 sets left are really going to be done, I think, today. And I know early morning is going to be at Carrington. And him being at Carrington, they are going to really do the remaining... they are going to be doing the remaining medical tests, right? After that, United might even announce the deal today evening. But what I'm sure of, Leny Yoro is going to participate in the training session for the club of Manchester United today, and it's a Thursday. And I think even tomorrow they'll train as they prepare for the game against the side of what is the side? We are playing Rangers on Saturday, not so? We are playing Rangers on a Saturday. That is it. So I think he might make it to the squad, all not. All else, Man United might be like, we want to unleash Leny Yoro on the screens for the very first time when you're playing in the US. And he's this kind of guy who started playing football in the season of 2021, 2022. And he played for Lille under 19, Lille, the Lille 2, then French under 21, and he's now playing for Lille. You get? Now, he played 32 games last season, right? And out of 32 games, he scored 2 goals and 0 assists. Now I'm going into his injury record, right? When you look at his injury record, in the season of 2023-2024, 3 days, he missed out on 1 game. And in the season of 2023, he had it's called an adductor pain, and he missed out on 1 game, meaning that he's not an injury-prone player, and he is really going to come in to obviously give us the best that we deserve as a side of Manchester United. And I'm welcoming this guy hugely because I know what it means to obviously get him in. And I went ahead to see a story that I really broke to you through a recording about a team called people at Everton, that they are surprised that United have gone ahead to pay close to 52 million pounds for this guy. And I was like, why is Everton surprised? Yet it's the same amount of money that we took to them. And they shunned it. They snapped it and said, we need more, we need better. You understand? So for me, the excitement is really huge. And Everton has been shown by Manchester United that you cannot bully us. Remember, United has gone ahead to be bullied by very many teams way back. But it shows you what the structure has gone ahead to do at the club of Manchester United, improve everything and take it to the levels where it is right now. And Leny Yoro is really one of those that has gone ahead to come in through and obviously offered us the best as it stands. So for me, I'm really excited about Leny Yoro and the way we are doing business, and we've only gone ahead to spend 34 million pounds, because for that there are no add-ons, right? The remaining amount of money will be paid. And however much it is getting that, we've gone ahead to spend close to close to 80 million pounds. But remember, that deal, like for Leny Yoro, is going to be a 4-year deal, meaning that if you are to pay the mandatory fees of close to 52 million euros, that means we are going to be paying close to 13, right? 13 million euros per year. And that means this year we are only spending 13 million euros, right? Then, having gone ahead to split the deal of having gone ahead to spread the deal of Zexi to be paid in a period of 3 years, Man United are gonna be paying because it was at 45, right? 45 divided by 3. That means we've gone ahead to pay 14 million euros this year. And so far, out of the amount of money that we are having, Man United can really spend a lot of more money because we've gone ahead to spend less than 30 million euros this year, meaning that the money is still there. You get? So people are like, they are making this money count for this season. That's not the case. No club pays that amount of money wholesomely, right? They don't pay it wholesomely. They agree on how much they are going to be paying this team, a year, and then that money is paid in quarters. For example, Leny Yoro, we are going to be paying like 14 million euros per year, for the next 4 years, and you are going to divide 14 divided by 4 because a year has 4 quarters, and that means every quarter United will be paying like 3.5, right? We'll be paying 3.5 million euros per quarter, and that shows you why every club or every company that is really running and making profits, or that is really legal and wants to make profit, has to obviously balance its books every quarter, such that they really plan that in this quarter you're going to hit to make such and such amount of money, and they're supposed to pay this amount of money to Borussia Dortmund for Jadon Sancho. Leicester City has this balance. Now Leny Yoro has this balance. That's how things are done, and that's why you can see a team like Chelsea coming out to sign a player like Enzo Fernandez, and they are like 120 million euros. Adidas is going to have to be spread for the next 8 years. You get 120, divide it by 8 years. What you get? That is 1, 4, it's 1, remainder 4, 5. So that means that for the 8 years, for every year that is included in the contract, Chelsea are supposed to pay 15 million euros only per year, and they're going to be paying that amount of money for the next 8 years. That's why spreading out a deal for longer and longer and longer periods makes a lot of sense. You understand? So that's how things are being done. That's how Man United went ahead to make a very huge negotiation. And after that negotiation was made, results have gone ahead to be shown onto the screen. And the side of Manchester United is really enjoying itself and really doing the best of the best. So for me, I'm just excited. I don't know how excited you guys are on how we are really doing business, but it's really great, and I'm really excited about the business. I'm having some people into the... I'm having John Evans says good morning. I'm having Chinaza says good morning, brother. Good morning, my brother. Who is the next after Yoro? I think this time round we are gonna go for midfielder, right? Then David Zimula, good news. Moeba Zemisach, good morning. Nuhuche Yune Yoro, you're welcome. You're welcome to your new home. Obviously, United is his new home. Busy Icon Music says hi my brother. Then LK Uganda, wow, I love your analysis, bro. Thank you, my brother. I really love your attendance too. It's rare for you to miss out. Thomas Donker from Ghana, how are you, my mate? Greetings from Ghana. All right, how are you? Hope you're doing great. Ocheng Daniel says good morning, bro. Let them come fast and early enough for friendly matches, such that when Man United should fight for trophies. Thanks for your support. All right, I think the game of Rangers on Saturday might come so early for Leny Yoro. Let's all admit it might come so early for Leny Yoro, the game that you're going to be playing on Saturday, right? But I believe that the game of, I think Arsenal, it's Arsenal we're playing first in the US. He's really going to be coming in through to play into that central defense, and he's going to be playing for the club of Manchester United. Would have gone ahead of suit in, all fit into that club like a glove. Then I'm having Thomas Donker says, good management team. I like the structures. All right. Yeah, the structures are really doing us great. And you see how you sweep in a deal on Tuesday. In a period of 2 days, the deal is going to be done and dusted, right? The deal is going to be done and dusted for Leny Yoro. And Ernest Omozusi says, thank you, bro. Ernest from Nigeria. Thank you for watching in through. Then Luwama Eric Peter. Good morning, Aradi. Good morning, Luwama. And the rest that I'm really going to be coming up to obviously address your reactions into the comment sections. Let's obviously get into another statement that is going to be put out by Jacobs Ben. Jacobs Ben came out and said the following, that Manchester United's aim was to make 2 quick signings before their US tour for under 100 million pounds. Zexi, 42.5 million euros, has joined, and Leny Yoro at 62 million euros is underwent his medical. Budget now depends on outgoings. United still wants another centre back and a midfielder. So for everyone who is really asking who is next, I think now, because we need a centre back and a midfielder, right? Manchester United are really gonna come up and obviously get in a central midfielder, and that is Ugarte. And I've gonna hit obviously coming through to here that United is negotiating a loan with a mandatory option to buy next season, right, with PSG. And I think that will be a very good deal. If it really comes to pass, it will come out and really work out well. These 2 signings have been really very vital, because we are having we are covered at least in the central defense. You have Lisandro Martinez and Leny Yoro, who can start your season very, very well. Then you also have John Evans, who is a constant, who's going to stay at the club of Manchester United, and the 2 players who are really in doubt that Manchester United is yet to move on, and that is Lindelof and Harry Maguire. Those 2 might obviously leave the club of Manchester United, and United will be willing to sign 1 more player. You get 1 more centre back, and if at all they bring in 1 more centre back, United are really gonna be looking good, because you can as well look at Luke Shaw as a central defender to obviously partner up your team to make it 5 central defenders in the names of Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Leny Yoro, Matthias De Ligt maybe, who is expected to be the next signing for the club of Manchester United, and Johnny Evans. 5 central defenders are enough. That's why I want us to sign players that are really multi-purpose, like a player who can play across that entire back line. Do you know that United doesn't have a player who can play across that entire back line? That's the problem. We need to get in a player who can play as a left back, right back, and a central defender. We need one. We need one. Like you see Akanji at the side of Man City. The guy plays across all those platforms, and you need that player, at least one in the central defense, and then we'll do the needful. Then Telegraph Dhaka, he's a United correspondent for the Telegraph, has come out and told us what's really happening as far as the hopes of signing Gerard Braithwaite are really concerned. He told us that the hopes of signing Gerard Braithwaite are fading now, with Onana close to joining Everton. Obviously, I don't see Man United spend money on Gerard Braithwaite. That is it. Unless otherwise, they do the needful. The moment Gerard Braithwaite goes to the side, Onana completes his move to Aston Villa, there is no way they are going to sell Gerard Braithwaite, because they would have gone ahead to get in 50 million pounds from this guy and some 9-10 from the side of Newcastle, because there is a youngster they sold that side of Newcastle. So this guy is really very important, and I love him at Manchester United. But if at all you tell me Leny Yoro, Gerard Braithwaite, and Matthias De Ligt, who do you really not sign? I don't sign Gerard Braithwaite. Not because that he's not a good defender, but my worry has always gone ahead to be onto one thing: the amount of money. We cannot go into a deal of spending 75 million pounds this summer transfer window. I hate that, and I don't want to see it happening, right? I don't want to see it happening, because we are having options, experienced and better, and no other club wants to sweep in to sign him. So I think we can take our time, and maybe next summer Gerard Braithwaite will obviously come in through to do the need for the club of Manchester United, and money will be there for us to sign in very many players, because next summer it's not gonna be as tricky as it is, and it will be all about upgrading, like knowing like I'm gonna move on such a player like Luke Shaw is gonna be hitting 30 years. Should we move him on or should we keep him? Has Malacia gonna hit to perform very well? Should we keep him or we should let him go? You know to it that there will be a central defender leaving the club of Manchester United like John Evans, meaning that a replacement will really be looked for into the mix. So I think we are going to be having a very huge summer, and I think let's reserve the deal of Gerard Braithwaite for next season. That is it. Let's preserve it for next season, because I know it's really one of those moments that people really want to see everything happening and really moving that side, but I don't really fancy that. I'm having Rubama Eric Peter, good morning. Thomas Doka, the management should work for these guys, Casemiro, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, and Scott McTominay of the club. Yeah, by the way, all these people are really having offers. And when you look at Casemiro, the deal to Saudi Arabia is being negotiated by the club of Manchester United, and a lot is being talked about in here in the mix. Then there is for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, West Ham is negotiating a deal. I think I'm going to be recording that story. And West Ham is negotiating a deal of £20 million. For me, I think it's okay. Let him leave for £20 million. Lindelof, also teams are really negotiating between £15 to £20 million. I believe that is good. And Scott McTominay, a bid was rejected from West Ham. West Ham made a bid, and United was like, it's not enough for us to sell you this kind of player. So all those four players you've talked about, Man United are really willing to move them and really cash in for them. For Casemiro, we can get in like 30 to 40 million pounds. Aaron Wan-Bissaka 20, that takes it to 50. Lindelof 15, 20, that takes it to 70. And McTominay, I think, can get us like 30 or 40. Meaning that if you move on those four players, Man United can get in close to 100 million pounds that we can reinvest and see ourselves, because 100 million pounds is 100 million pounds is 100 million pounds is 120, 120 million euros. Now when you look at Matthias de Ligt, Bayern wants 53 million euros, right? And for Ugarte, they need like 50. So we can use that amount of money to bring in those players, and maybe get some other money to get in Amrabat. A deal can be struck very, very soon, and a lot can happen. Ndaola Deo Gracias, Yoro is the real deal, obviously. He's a raw diamond, but at the age of 18, he's looking great. And you guys, he's really going to excite you, especially those that are going to be watching the preseason in America. And for your own information, Man United is flying to America. Manchester United is flying to America, right? And on the 28th of July, that is 10 days from now, Arsenal is going to be playing Manchester United in the US. Then Man United will play Real Betis on the 1st of August. 4th of August, United will play Liverpool, right? So we wait and see how things pan out. But we might see Lisandro Martinez play his first game, his first game for Man United alongside Leny Yoro on the 4th of August as we take on Liverpool. That is it, as he prepares to obviously play against Man City. And we all know to it that the partnership is really going to be all about Leny Yoro and Lisandro Martinez. That might obviously future aggressively to the game of Man City. Then I'm having CK. Which left back is coming in through? By the way, if you are moving on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right, I believe the best CDM we should get, the best left back we should get for me is Kadioglu, because Kadioglu is a right-footed player who can play as a left back and a right back, meaning that you've got to hit two birds with one stone. He can come out and deputize the side of Diego Dallo, and he can obviously play as a left back if at all Luke Shaw and Malacia are really injured. I think that is it, because if you say you're bringing in a left back and you are who is left-footed and you are selling Aaron Wan-Bissaka, you get, that means you'll have to bring in a right back. Yet you are having two left backs who are really good, but you don't know whether they are going to be really injured or not. Malacia is back on the grass, and Luke Shaw played some good minutes. He played 90 minutes in the final of the Euros, and we don't know how fit he's really going to be for the club of Manchester United. So for me, the best deal is get in Kadioglu, who can play as a left back and a right back, and spend that amount of money once. Because if you have to bring in two left backs, it might require you close to 60 million pounds. But for him, we only need like 23 million pounds to get this deal done and dusted. That is it. Because I think that's his price, 23 to 25 million pounds. Okori Isaac, glory Man United, David Izimola. But Aradi, does he have the heart for Man United? I mean, does he love Man United? Let me tell you this. Professionalism is what is being taught to these players throughout their childhood. It's not all about loving the club. It's all about doing the best thing, because even if you love Real Madrid and you are not playing there, you should come and sink into Manchester United and do the needful. You get? We've gone ahead to have very many players at Manchester United whose dream has always gone ahead to play for Real Madrid. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ronaldo, and very many more, right? And by doing so, they at a point reach after playing for Manchester United, doing the needful, and they go to the side called Real Madrid or any other team. So for me, I believe he has the heart because he's a professional and he will do the needful. Semuju says, hello Aradi, good morning. Bro, I'm Semuju in Uganda. Thanks for your work. Thank you very much for watching through. Michael Brown, good morning. Nice structure. Now, we are acting like a big club. We were, right. A big club acts like that. You sweep in and you get the deal done and dusted. Allport Charles, good morning, Rokani. We need a competent board like that. United is going to come back to the winning ways. Obviously, we are going to be having that back, especially with the manager of gone ahead to back as Eric Ten Hag. Ocheng Daniel, thanks to Ineos and the management. All right. Seek Entertainment, what about the lead between Yoro and him? Who do you prefer? When you say preferring, I tell you, Leny Yoro is good, but he's a work in progress. If you miss out on, if you see Varane leaving, I think you need in a more experienced defender than Leny Yoro, and I'll be looking at United and what they're going to be doing. I'll be shocked if I told you go in for Leny Yoro and Gerard Braithwaite, because there is an experienced centre-back that we need in Matthias de Ligt. You understand? But Leny Yoro is a very good defender, and he might surprise everyone. He might come in through, hit the ground running, and become one of the best centre-backs in the world at the age of 18. So, he has the pace, he's quick, he's a press-resistant player, and he has a lot to learn, and Ten Hag is the right man. So for me, I would go for de Ligt over Leny Yoro. But I told you the reason as to why United had to move in fast and hijack the deal of Leny Yoro, because Real Madrid don't have money right now. You understand? And Lille were like, we need to move on this player and get everything done and dusted. So for me, I go with Matthias de Ligt, right? Okori Isaac, for now, we should bring in a midfielder next. I think that's it. It's going to be a Manuel Ugarte deal. Moses Rwaboni, thanks for the updates already. Ugandans love you. Let's wait for the season to start. All right. Thomas Donko, we need 3 more signings. De Ligt, Ugarte, Kadioglu, or Frimpong. Yeah, and I think they're going to be coming in through like that. De Ligt, Ugarte, I go Kadioglu. But guys, Frimpong is good, but I think Kadioglu is a better guy. Kadioglu is a better option because Kadioglu is cheaper, right? Kadioglu, the team where he plays for, is calling in for 35 million euros. And for Frimpong, it's a 45 million euros. You get? So, I would go Kadioglu, because to show you that Kadioglu is good, even Bayern Leverkusen are looking at Kadioglu as a replacement for Frimpong. You understand? So it shows you how good that player is and how he's really doing his stuff into the mix. Gono says 63 watching but 11 likes. Guys, smash the like button, right? Smash the like button like no other. Guys, come on, Red Devils, let's support one of our own, right? Thank you for the love and for the push. That is Gono. It's obviously nice. Let's smash the like button, guys, and continue to subscribe. We hit 18,000 subscribers yesterday, and let's see more coming in through. Busy Icon Music says, thanks, bro, all right. Then in Daula Deo Gracious, I'm happy. Our African page is growing very fast now. People have started realizing that already has good content. That is it. That's it, guys. And it's because of you who really keep pushing me going on. Because sometimes... if at all there is anyone who saw this channel start, we used to stream when you're having only one person, 2 people. But finally, I remember that video that really broke through. It was all about Frankie de Jong being linked to the club of Manchester United in 2022. That's when I went ahead, obviously, see this channel really blossom. And in that summer transfer window of 2022, I saw this channel have a video of 20,000 views, 30,000 views. I streamed and had 300 people watching in through, and everything was obviously turned into greatness. So I love you guys, and I will never forsake you. I'm really one of those that I'm here to obviously come in through to serve you, and thank you for obviously seeing this channel grow. From 1 subscriber to 18,000 subscribers is not easy, and I know more and more and more really coming in through. Movies Empire, is the lead coming? I tell you, he's coming in through. Leny Yoro wages, I think his wages are really gonna be between 140,000 pounds, you know, and every season his wages will increase according to his performances. That is it. The more he performs better, the more money he will be getting. That is it, and that's the deal that has been put on the guy. Movies Empire, even Garnacho wants Madrid. Yeah, Garnacho also wants to go to Madrid. We all know that at a certain point X, Garnacho will go to Real Madrid. But right now, he's acting professional in putting in the work, the shift that is really well required. So, I tell you, Man United are really gonna be a good side. You get? And the crop of players we are bringing in, look at the age. Yoro, 18. Zekzi, 23. Matthias De Ligt is having 24 years. You get? Ugarte, I think, is 23, 24 years of age. You get? Which other player? Kadioglu is 24. I think even Frimpong is 23, 24 years of age. And I think Amrabat coming at 27, 28, if at all you make that deal permanent, I believe it won't do the club of Manchester United badly. I'm having good morning, brother. Seeing structure of the team, it has started developing slowly by slowly. Kitaita Julius, it's not even developing slowly by slowly. You know, it's like being promoted from primary 1 to primary 7. United is gonna hit to see itself go ahead in there for you. And Gono says, how are we looking at the homegrown quarter, seeing that we have released Greenwood, about to release Aaron Bissaka, McTominay, and even Sancho? I think Leny Yoro is homegrown. What makes you homegrown is you making the debut for the club before you hit 21 years of age. And I tell you, you might even find that Rasmus Højlund is a homegrown player. He made his debut at the age of 20. You get? Homegrown starts from, even if you make below 21 years of age. So, Leny Yoro is homegrown. You get? I think United are supposed to be having its 8 homegrown players. You get? And others in the academy. Now, we look at homegrown players that we expect to stay and be having in the team. Dalot is a homegrown player. You know, he made his debut at the age of 18 for the club of Manchester United. You remember? Luke Shaw is homegrown. Who else is homegrown? Let me see. You'll talk about Kobe Mainoo is homegrown. Rashford is homegrown. Mason Mount is homegrown. Amadi Diallo is homegrown. That's why when he came in 3-1, obviously played in the academy, you know. This other guy, Rashford is homegrown. Garnacho is homegrown. Hannibal is homegrown. Those are 9. So we have the numbers, right? We have the numbers. You see, Ethan Whitley is coming into the team. He's called Koyela is also coming in the team. Homegrown players are going to be available. That is it. They're going to be available. And you're telling me that Leny Yoro might not be homegrown because he's turning 19 in November and you need to play for 3 years before you turn 21. Rasmus is not homegrown. All right, thank you for that correction. Right. But I believe that is something that I'm really looking at and obviously be coming in through. So I think out of the list I've gonna hate to give out, it's only one player that is not homegrown, that is Rasmus Højlund. But we're really having some huge number of homegrown players. And those ones they're losing are Bissaka, I think McTominay might leave. Who else? Who else might leave? Homegrown Maguire might leave. Those are 3, you know. But remember, we're also going to be having the goalkeepers like Vitek in there for you, who is really homegrown. You get? So we are having people that are really doing great. So the people are really there and they will do the needful. Euro 115 per week at first, increasing as it grows. Yeah, that is it. Thank you for that. Gono, thank you for that information. Then Ineos announced they won't pay over 25 years. Over 25, right? Let's wait and see. But looks like we're not going to be signing Amrabat because when the website of United is already having his thing there. Then again, Daniel Leny, Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Kobe Mainoo, and Ahmad. Man United, a greater future. Yeah, really, you're right. Okori Isaac, what of Greenwood? Greenwood has left, and it's the next story I'm obviously going to be giving you. Permission has been given to him to obviously undergo medical down in France. He's leaving the club of Manchester United. Oh, guys, I had even forgotten Jadon Sancho. Sancho is homegrown, and I think that's the main reason as to why they had to bury their hatchet with Erik ten Hag. You understand? So, even Jadon Sancho is homegrown, right? Eric Ntingeri. So, how many transfers United have been confirmed? One have been confirmed of Zexi, and today we anticipate that the deal of Leny Yoro is going to be announced today, right? Prince Yusuf, we should build youngsters, right? Yeah, that is it, and Erik ten Hag is good at that. When we look at Leny Yoro, let's get Leny. Leny Yoro is turning 19 on November 13th. So, all right, he might not qualify to be, but I tell you, we'll be doing the needful and really getting to know how things are going to be panning out. But players are there that are really 21. Abdulatif Boagu, good morning, bro. Is the first deal complete for then which is going to be the other? No, the deal is going to be confirmed today. That is it. The deal is going to be confirmed today. There are some 2 parts of the medical that are left for this guy to do. When he does them, the rest is going to be history. Then Movies Empire says Evans and Heaton. Yeah, Evans is homegrown. Thank you. Evans is also homegrown. Tom Heaton is also homegrown. Thank you, Movies Empire, for obviously. Now we are even having, the list is even passing by 8+, you get? So I think we are having very many homegrown players. Nancha Fatia. What about Yao Neves, Sozi John Mokono? Yao Neves is going to PSG, guys. Yao Neves is going to PSG. We are nowhere close to getting Yao Neves. He's going to PSG. Mason Mount is not a homegrown, who tells you whichever player is, if you buy an English player, he qualifies to be a homegrown player, whether he's 30 or 40 or 50 years of all 50 years, an English player is homegrown. Doesn't mean that homegrown, you have to be signed the academy, right? if at all you are any English player that comes to Manchester United is homegrown. That's why Harry Maguire, who came in through at the age of, I think, 25, 26, he's regarded as homegrown, right? Mason Mount is homegrown. I will be grateful that one day you'll open link chat so that all of your subscribers will call you on live chat program. That is my prayers. Yeah, I did it. And I think at the start of the season, there is a program that you're going to be having. And guys, get charged. At the beginning of the season, before the game, we'll obviously have what we call, what did I name it? You know, you people will come. It was called the prediction show. You know, I used to obviously call you up. You tell me your predicted starting 11, and then you obviously then full. But I think at the beginning of the season, all of that will be put in place, and you guys will be talking to me before the game and after the game. And obviously, I would want to obviously get in people who can obviously come in through and really do what we call fan cams. You tell me, we obviously send you those links, and after the game, I want to see your reactions also, because I need to upload like 4 or 5 fan cams. So 5 of you should get ready. At the beginning of the season, I want to see you guys putting in your reactions, right? Then Movies Empire, Scott McTominay and Koela, yeah, they are also homegrown. Then I'm having you are homegrown only after 21, but it's good when we have first team players, even if they're under 21. Yeah, thank you. Brio Bryan is Martinez fit, bro, and he's very okay. He's very okay. You remember, even when you played Man City in the final of the FA Cup, most of us thought that, oh, the guy is gonna hate to injure himself, but finally he put himself into the mix, and he really did the needful in there for you. Then I'm having Eric Ntingeri as Man United. So now we are supposed to look for midfield. Yeah, we need 2 midfielders, by the way, because I want this guy. Casemiro has to leave. And if I totally get in Ugarte and Amra, but that will be something great. Gono says Evans, Maguire, Shaw, Dallo, Rashford, Mount, Sancho, McTominay, Heaton, Amad Diallo are homegrown. What percentage should homegrown be? Per 25 registered. I think they allow you to be having, I think there is a list. 25, you need, is it 5? Let me check here. Is it 8? Let me check. Homegrown. Premier League. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the homegrown rule and see. Homegrown is an initiative of English Premier League to allow for more domestic players to be developed for an earlier age in hope of nurturing more homegrown talent. It forms part of the league elite, right? The Premier League proposed of a maximum 17 non-grown. So 17 are supposed to be non-grown and 8 are supposed to be grown. You get? That means in a full squad of 25, there must be at least 8 homegrown players. That is the minimum. So we need 8 homegrown players, and the list we're gonna have to put to has John Evans, right? Maguire 2, Shaw 3, Dallo 4, Rashford 5, Mount 6, Sancho 7, McTominay 8, Heaton 9, Ahmad 10. And you're not gonna have to include Kobe Mainoo. Those are 11, you know. Kobe Mainoo is also a homegrown player. I had forgotten him. You get? And there is, remember that 25 squad has to be having 2 goalkeepers. You get? So that is it. So we are having close to 10. And remember, there are others that are going to be part that can come in through anytime you want. You know, like the Coilers that are coming in from the academy, right? They can come in anytime you want. Eric Ntingeri, good job, bro. Thank you for watching in through. Bijira Puita, good morning. Abra, delete Manchester United now. Shift the tools to delete and Ugarte. All right. Let's obviously see where they're going to be doing. But all they wanted is to get into players at the beginning of, before they would fly to America, they're going to have to get in those players. Now, Brio. But is Sancho back to the team? Yeah, he's back on the team, and on Saturday he's going to be part of the squad that is going to be playing against Rangers in Scotland. Then we are having Brian Yusuf. Already is Malasia yet to start training. He's training individually, that is it. He's holding individual training sessions at Carrington, and he's really gonna get himself into the shape. And I know by the time we fly to the US, he'll be ready to obviously feature into the games. Then Mother Care Junior School and Soccer Academy, Gangu. Good morning, RD. Thanks for the great work. Looking forward to supporting you. All right, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for obviously being here. And those that want to support me, you can buy super chats and obviously subscribe to become members, right? Gono says, if sell Maguire, Sancho, McTominay, then we are tight. Yeah, but if you sell those three, we'll be left with, I think, 9 homegrown players. That is it. But I don't see Sancho leaving, guys. I don't see Sancho leaving. Sancho is going to stay. Jadon Sancho is going to set the club of Manchester United. Serugo Henry, good morning, bro. Sancho is going to stay or is going to leave? Sancho is going to stay because United are not looking to loan out this player. United want, obviously, if there is any team that wants to come in through take Jadon Sancho, it should be a permanent move. And no team is willing to obviously get Sancho on a permanent. So Man United are really doing the due diligence and everything is really okay. Let's go to Mason Greenwood. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano came up and said, Greenwood to Olympic Marseille, here we go. Deal is in place, all parties. Olympic Marseille have booked a private flight for Mason Greenwood to land in Marseille, undergo medical tests and sign. Deal valid until June 2029. Man United will receive 30 million euros package plus 50 million plus 50% sell-on clause. That is known, and here we go, has been really pronounced after the mayor said he's not going to be coming in here because of his behavior. Then Fabrizio Romano told us that Man United authorized Mason Greenwood to travel to Marseille. Greenwood will take a private flight, undergo medical test, and sign a 5-year deal as new Olympic Marseille player. Green light for Man United, documents in place. Here we go, already confirmed. So Mason Greenwood is here, and he's gonna leave the club of Manchester United on a permanent. But what I'm gonna hit obviously excite me is all about the 50% sell-on clause. That is really exciting for me, and I've been advocating for it ever since I came in through to obviously advocate for this deal, because I at 80% knew to it that we are not going to be keeping Mason Greenwood, and a decision was made to obviously sell the player. And the decision made to sell the player, you knew what happened. We couldn't obviously find ourselves in the proper position to obviously put in the proper shift, and the best we could do is to negotiate a deal with a 50% sell-on clause. Good and exciting. Then Gono says Greenwood was welcomed by Marseille fans and was all happiness with his wife and child. Yeah, the fans like the player, but I know the narrative was just trying to be built up by the mayor to obviously chasing for clout. He was chasing for clout. You know what politicians do? They are clout chasers. You know that? They chase clout. Those are really that's what politicians really do. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Remember, we've got here to come in through and obviously talked about the Leny Yoro day signing for Manchester United today, and we anticipate that article to come in through from the club of Manchester United. And then I believe that Manchester United is really going to come up with a very good plan for us to proceed and see to it that all goes on as to plan. Gono, thank you for watching it through. Serugo Henry, thank you for watching it through. Mother Care Junior School, thank you for watching it through. Brian, thank you for watching it through. Bujia Prita, thank you. Eric Inteji, Prince Yusuf, Movies Empire, Nuhuche Yune, Thomas Donko from Ghana, then Buagu, then Prince Yusuf. There is Okori Isaac, Ocheng Daniel. There has been Nancha Fatia, Chitaita Julius, then Ndaula Deo Gracias, Busy Icon Music, Moses Raboni, CK Entertainment, Oluport Charles, Michael Brown, Semuju Hazmata, David Zimola, Okori Isaac, and very many others. There are those that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Guys, it has been nice having you onto this channel, and I love you to the fullest. And we are going to be coming back live like 3 hours from now. I'm going to schedule that video 30 minutes too, and then we'll be here discussing, because I've gonna hit to like what we people are really having in here, because when we are really only having what we call recordings, I don't get this interaction with you guys, right? I don't get this interaction, but the moment I talk with you, you can really do the needful. So lives are really gonna be more often on this channel. Someone is asking how he buys a super chat. You see the $sign below? There is a $sign below that there is a $sign below that live chat. Click on it and buy anything. Then you put your details of the credit card or debit card, and the super chat will obviously be reported in here for you. Then I'm having Bro Brian, thanks bro, thank you. Bebe Paul, thanks for the program. And Eric Ntingeri, you're welcome. We are having LK Uganda. What does 50% mean in selling bro? Now that means United have gone ahead to sell him for 30 million euros, but when Marseille sells the player, United will get 50% of the amount of money that Marseille has gone ahead to sell Mason Greenwood. For example, we all know how talented Mason Greenwood is, and we all know how much Marseille sells its players expensively, you know. And if, let's say, 2-3 years from now, if Marseille sells Greenwood for 80 million euros, United will get 40 million euros, right? If Marseille sells Greenwood for 100 million euros, United will get 50 million euros. You understand? Meaning that if they get 40 or 50 plus the 30 they've gone ahead to get, that means they would have gone ahead to sell Greenwood for, or to get Greenwood, or to sell Greenwood for a total of 70 million euros or 80. That's what we meant. 50% sell on cross. Bijira Prita, have a beautiful morning, RD. Muzora Eli, morning, RD. Serugo Henry, you're welcome. Guys, good morning. We thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye-bye.